Okay, there's a second way that we can sketch a linear graph, and this is using the intercept method, sometimes called the XY intercept method, sometimes called the 2-intercept method. What this method involves is finding the coordinates of both the X and the Y intercepts. Now, we've already talked about the Y intercept. You can see the Y intercept indicated here. The Y intercept is where the line crosses the Y axis. So we haven't talked about the X intercept, but the X intercept is where the line crosses the X axis. If we look at these points here, for the Y intercept, the value of X is always 0. So no matter where that line crosses the Y intercept, X is always going to be 0. For the X intercept, no matter where that line crosses the X axis, so any line wherever it crosses the X axis, Y is always going to be 0. Alright, that's important for what we're going to go on and do. So, to sketch a graph using the intercept method, we take our equation here. Now, we will do the y-intercept first. Now, for the y-intercept, we said that x is always 0. So for the y, so x is always 0. So in our equation here, what we're going to do is, instead of x, we are going to write 0. So y is equal to 2. So our y-intercept is 2. In other words, 0, 2. For our x-intercept, remember that for an x-intercept, y is always 0. So, in our equation y equals x plus 2, instead of y we're going to put 0. As you know, I like to swap the sides to have x on the left-hand side. I'm going to take 2 from both sides. Therefore, x is negative 2. So our x-intercept is negative 2, 0. So what we have done is we've obtained the value of the x-intercept, we've obtained the value of the y-intercept. So we plot these now. So 0, 2, x is 0, y is 2. We plot that point. Negative 2, 0, negative 2, 0. We plot that point. And then we join them with a straight line, and as always, we label that line. So crucial take from this video is to remember that for the y-intercept, x is always 0. For the x-intercept, y is always 0. We then substitute that into the equation to find the y-intercept and the x-intercept. We put those 2 points on, and then we sketch the graph by joining those 2 points.